Good morning, everyone. This is Tim Wilmot speaking from Wizard Systems, and thanks for joining me today for this presentation to show you the capabilities of Workbooks CRM, what areas of your business it can address, and how my company, Wizard Systems, can help you with your CRM project there. Now, we run these short presentations every Friday, focusing on different aspects of Workbooks and CRM, and today I'm going to take you through in more detail, how do you import data into Workbooks? So you've got your nice new CRM system. You may have lots and lots of information in existing applications, maybe Excel. How do you get that data into Workbooks in an easy way? This call will be about half an hour or so in duration, so it's just a basic session. Every company uses CRM in different ways. Everyone's got different requirements. I wouldn't have enough time to go over all of the extensive capabilities of Workbooks. So after this session, if we haven't done so already, if you want to explore Workbooks in more detail with you and your colleagues, we'd love to do more of a one-to-one session with you, and then we can obviously go over your specific needs and requirements. Now on the call today, and we have about 11 people on the call today, I can see that I think that some of you may already be trialing Workbooks. So for those of you that don't know, there is a free 30-day trial of Workbooks, and I'd encourage you to sign up for that. No credit card required. You can then put it through its paces after this call today. So excuse me if I'm going over some old ground. Some people may already have tried the import process. So excuse me if I'm going over some information you may already know there. Now the audio part of this presentation is one way only. Your microphone is on mute, as you might have been informed when you joined the session. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box or section on your meeting control panel, which you should find lurking probably in the top right corner of your screen, and I'll do my best to answer those at the end. The session is being recorded as well. After the presentation, you should get an automatic email from our system, maybe in a day or two's time, with a link to the recording, and we'll most likely pop it up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. As I normally do, just a brief mention about my company, Wizard Systems. All we do is CRM. We've done this a long time. We've implemented well over 3,000 separate installations all over the UK into different types of companies, into sole traders, small business, medium-sized businesses, in different market sectors. Now with Workbooks, it's a cloud system, so it's easy to get up and running. We have clients that set their own systems up, teach themselves how to use it. There's lots of resources available to get you started with Workbooks. But if you need any help on the implementation, customizing it to your requirements, writing reports, integrating Workbooks to other things, because that's what Workbooks can do. Training, we can dispatch a trainer to you, or you can come to ourselves, our offices just north of Bristol, or we can do training online. Lots of options on training there to make sure everyone is confident in knowing how to use the system going forward, and support, ongoing support. So if you get stuck, we're in this together. You've got someone to call on. We've got a friendly, responsive help desk here to assist you should you need us. So of course, in working with you, what we want to try and establish is what are the prime drivers for this? What issues are you looking to solve? What objectives are you looking to achieve? You wanting to improve the sales process? You wanting to replace an ailing, aged, existing CRM system? Are you wanting to improve your quote process, do better marketing, improve customer service, or maybe all of those? So we really want to try and get at what are the key requirements, and then we can maybe make an attempt at when you're starting to use Workbooks, and we look back over the last few months, then we can see what ROI you've been able to achieve from this. Do something measurable with you is a good plan to do that. So what is Workbooks? Well, it's a central, easy to use, affordable system to manage all of your contacts in one place, all of your interactions with those contacts. It's a great way of sharing information, improving teamwork, improving efficiency. There's some marketing tools in there as well so you can be a little bit more targeted with your communications to your prospects and customers. Unusually for a CRM system, not many other CRM systems can do this, we have a built-in sales quotation capability. So do you do quotes right now? Are you doing them in Excel or some other application? You could do those in workbooks. You could do your quotes and proposals in workbooks. It all looks really professional. And there's options for then thinking about the business process. So when a client orders something from you, what do you do? Do you key it into Sage? Do you type it into something else in Excel? Or so you can actually create orders and invoices through workbooks as well. There's an option for doing that. Now there's two different editions of workbooks. When you sign up for workbooks proper, there's two different editions. There's CRM edition and business edition. CRM does all the normal CRM things, plus it allows you to create sales quotes. Business edition allows you to then, business edition will then do everything that CRM does, plus the ability to convert that quote to a sales order, create invoices, credit notes, supplier purchase orders, record customer payments. So all the financial bits, if you like. So that's business edition. I'll come on to pricing at the end. They are priced separately. And you can also mix and match these two editions as well. So if you were, say, 5 users, you could have 3 of you on CRM and 2 of you on business if you want to. No problem at all. Now, all editions cover customer service. So do you have a help desk there, engineers, technicians? Do you handle customer complaints? So that could be done in workbooks as well, thereby improving teamwork between your support teams, support people, and your sales and marketing people. Now, workbooks, as well as it being a great personal productivity tool, managing your working day, managing the sales process, it's also a great management tool. So if there's any MDs on the line on the call today, business owners, you can use this to help you make decisions and manage your business, because there's lots of reporting tools in there to guide you. Now, Workbooks is a UK system, very secure. It's got a level of security that most small and medium-sized businesses could not afford on their own. Very, very secure. All the data is in the UK. Being a UK system, all the data in the UK, nowhere else. Only you've got access to that data. And it's very reliable. Last year we had an uptime of 99.99%. And if you've spotted any reviews out there on the web, there's lots of review sites, you'll see that Workbooks always scores very highly as regards ease of use and user satisfaction. So just homing in now, before we dive into the demo proper, the key components of a CRM system. So at the hub of any CRM system is a database of all of your leads, prospects, customers, suppliers, all the people that you deal with on a daily basis. They're all in the system in this ready-made database. Now, it's very customizable. Shortly when I show you the system, the screens can be changed. You can change them. It's not difficult at all. So whatever your requirements for tracking information, you can put that into Workbooks. You can also deploy different security levels as well. So this is not often used, but if you do have some people, some colleagues that shouldn't see certain information or shouldn't do something, or you don't want them to delete records, for example, that also can be done in Workbooks. You can define easily these different security roles, different user groups or user access levels, if you like. Secondly, you're managing all your activities in the system. So if you are in sales, every day you've got phone calls to do, projects to chase, new inquiries to follow up on, client meetings, interactions, other admin tasks and sales tasks. So all those activities, reminders, they're logged in the system. We do also have available an option to link with Outlook and Exchange. So if you want to, if you're using those applications, you put these activities, these tasks in once into one of the two systems, and then automatically in the background they'll transfer to the other system. But the whole objective of doing this is that you are maintaining over time a wonderful client history of everything that's gone on with that customer, which could be tremendously powerful from a point of view of customer service. Maybe 90% of the things you record you'll never see again. But it's that 10% that could be the gems, the real thing that makes you stand up compared to your competitors, and could be some vital information that you've recorded some time ago about some kind of interaction with the client. Now we integrate with any email system. I mentioned Outlook, lovely integration with Outlook email, but we can, if you're using Gmail, Apple, or something else, we can integrate with those as well. So as you send and receive your emails, they're automatically being copied into the client's record, so you can actually see all the emails you've sent and received, your colleagues' emails as well. Remember, you're working as a team, you're not working in a vacuum. We want to see what other people are up to as regards certainly their online activity there. Now, Workbooks will work with any browser. We have a mobile app as well. So if you're out and about, you've got your phone, you've got a tablet, no problem. All that integration is built in. You'll actually see the information in a smaller screen format. Of course, it renders itself appropriately to the device you've got. But again, no excuse, real-time access wherever you are, whatever device you've got, to your client information. Now, on our weekly sessions, we do also cover email marketing. A lot of companies are doing email marketing now separately from their CRM database. So what we want to show you is how you can integrate the two together. So you're still doing that email marketing, but it's joined up with your CRM system. Of course, before doing any marketing, you gather data, and that data could come to you from, say, exhibitions, from online activity. You buy in data, you've got it in another application. And that's what we're going to be covering this morning, is how do you get this data into Workbooks. Also, on your website, if you have a contact us type page on your website and a form up there, a simple form or a registration form, that can be linked to Workbooks. So the actual technology is all included with Workbooks. It just needs to be set up. And basically what happens is someone fills in their details on a website, they hit submit, that becomes a record automatically in Workbooks. And then with the automation in Workbooks, you'll be informed automatically with an email to your inbox, whatever email system you're using, that you've got a new lead. So every inquiry, if you think about it, every inquiry is going to be logged into your CRM database, and every inquiry is going to be responded to. It's not going to slip down into a black hole and be forgotten about. Everything is going to be responded to. So before doing any marketing, we've got easy ways of creating lists, actually building up your target list of who this newsletter should go to, or who this promotion should go to, or this event invitation. And we integrate primarily with three very popular systems in the UK: MailChimp, Constant Contact, or .mailer. MailChimp is probably the most popular one. And basically what happens is that you create this list in Workbooks, and that list is uploaded automatically to one of these systems, say MailChimp. So no need to export data, no need to import data. It's all automatic. MailChimp allows you to create a nice looking email without any HTML or design skills. You'll create a nice professional looking email. It will deliver the email, and then automatically, with the integration with Workbooks, we can see against the client's record what they've been sent, what did they open, what did they click on, observing hard bounce information and opt-out information as well. Catch one of our videos on that up on YouTube, but we will be again showing you email marketing in one of our weekly presentations. So managing the sales process is really what a CRM system is all about. Yeah, it's recording things, people, activities, but it's got to be matched to the sales process. And again, we focus on this on one of our presentations, but you've got a great way of creating professional looking quotes with Workbooks. all integrated. You can email those quotes from the system. We have a built-in emailing system in Workbooks. So with a couple of clicks of the mouse, that quote goes out there in a PDF format, all faithfully recorded against the client's record. You can also store your product catalog in Workbooks as well, so information on your products and services and pictures as well. A lot of useful information to assist you when you're creating quotes. You can define different quote layouts, and we integrate fully with the opportunity management part of Workbooks. So the opportunity is another dimension to what Workbooks does. It tracks more information about what this inquiry is from the customer. So we've got a record of the customer, we've got records of our activities, and we've got records of the one or many inquiries, opportunities, jobs, call it what you want. You can relabel these things in Workbooks. If you don't like the word opportunity, you can call it whatever you want to. But essentially, you're storing more information about this job, its description, value, probabilities, dates, margins as well, that you can report on. So with Workbooks, we are tracking, and not many CRM systems can do this, we are tracking the whole sales process there. As we say, from lead to cash. So you get the lead coming in, and right at the end of the trip, the journey, an invoice goes out and you record the customer payment. Not many CRM systems can do that. And if you're using Business Edition, the option there for creating orders and invoices. Quick mention about customer service. So a great way, another dimension to Workbooks to track customer service and support issues, all very customizable. You tell it what you want to record. You can apply deadlines and service level agreements, SLAs. That's a common bit of terminology that a lot of service desks, help desks use. You can deploy that in Workbooks as well. You're building up a wonderful trend of these issues that you're logging, and thereby building up a knowledge base of typical problems and resolutions to those. Right, last slide before we dive into the demo proper, and putting your manager's hat on now. So Workbooks is going to give you answers to questions like, how many leads have come in? What inquiries are we working on right now? How many phone calls did we do last month? How many customer visits have we got planned for April? Workbooks is going to give you answers to these. Of course, a key part to it is the opportunity system, is the sales forecasting, pipeline management. A lot of our clients invest in a system like Workbooks purely because they want to get a better handle on opportunities and tracking them. And to help you there, we've got a built-in report writer. There's about 50 reports within Workbooks to get you started, covering typical things like activity levels, opportunities, sales, quotes outstanding, that sort of thing. And you can do some fancy coloring and summarization of that information, essentially to help you make decisions. And complementary to that are dashboards. So in the system, we can see a bar graph or a pie chart, just summarizing a key bit of information, a key metric, like where's our business coming in from by different sources, or what activities are we doing this week, or what sales are coming in by product type. These dashboards will show that to you. Okay, I'm now going to take you into Workbooks proper, and apologies for those people on the trial already. You'll know all this already, but I've just logged into Workbooks. I'm using Chrome this morning. I've just logged in very securely with my email address and a password, and you'll recognize this. This is the Workbooks desktop, but it looks like your Windows desktop with that start button down there in the bottom left-hand corner. So it's got that immediate familiar look and feel. It's really easy to learn and use Workbooks. To the right of that start button, you've got a Google-like search box. You can type in there a word or phrase and it will find it for you wherever it exists in the system. But from that start button and the start menu here, we've got all of the components of a proper CRM solution, with right at the top there, people and organizations, the basic building block of any system, the people you deal with, your leads and so on. And then further down, we've got activities. So you can click on that and see what you're supposed to be doing today, emails, support issues or cases. There's my sales section where we can easily see all of the leads on the go right now, all of the opportunities on the go, outstanding customer quotations, sales forecasts of our team. If you're a marketing person, what marketing campaigns have we got going right now? What's happening to our sales leads, mailing lists, libraries of storing product collateral and marketing information, templates, mail shots. And if you're a finance person, you'll be living here, customer transactions, supplier transactions. But let's say you're a B2B type organization, and most of our clients are, but this workbooks will work easily in a B2C type environment as well. But if I click on organizations, and this is typically what happens, you get up in front of you the organization landing page. So just like an Excel spreadsheet there, row by row, summarizing all of the companies in my system. And you can put these companies into groups. So if you want to quickly see all of your prospects, there they all are there. If you want to see all of your organization, or just, let's say I just want to see the companies I look after, there they are there. Now you can click on any of these. Let's call up here Atlantic Computer Services. Now this is an example of what workbooks can track against a company. And this window that's appeared, we've got a number of windows, a number of tabs across the top there, notes, activities, emails, so on. We're on the main tab, the key information about this company. Now this is an example of pretty much what workbooks gives you. If you started using workbooks right now, and those people on the trial will know this is what workbooks gives you. And you can change any of this. You can remove this if it's not relevant. You can relabel these as well. You can relabel the tabs. You can change anything. You don't need to be a programmer. It's so easy to do. And we can search on any of this information. We can do reporting on any of this information. And certainly when we come to importing data, this is what you want to look at first of all, is if you've got a field called turnover in your source data, say in an Excel spreadsheet or in some other application, and you want to make sure you've got turnover in workbooks, then you've got to check all these fields. Do you have them somewhere against one of the screens in workbooks? And it's a very easy way in the configuration menu here to go into customization and create new fields on the screen somewhere and tell workbooks where you want to place it and what you're going to call it and what's the size of that field and so on. It just takes a minute or two to do that. So that's the preparation that you might do before any import, is reviewing where is this data going to go to, where is it going to be mapped to, and we can pretty much import it into any area of workbooks. So briefly, back to this customer record, we've got some basic notes there and any files relating to this client, and you can create new ones there. Do you see lots of different ways of creating new records and finding any of this information. Activities, 46 activities. These are things that we are about to do with this client or have done with this client. And we can see here just an example. These columns can be changed by you, but we can see here at a glance summarizing all the activities and who did them in our company and what's the status of the activity and when should it be done by. And we can see things highlighted in red here, give you some visual indication of things that are overdue. Emails backwards and forwards from Outlook or another system. People, who do we know that works in this company? Alan, Gracie, Kate, and we can click on their records and dive into their records. And you get a similar display, a similar window to here with lots of tabs running across the top, displaying information just about Alan. What opportunities are on the go with this client right now? We can click into those and see more information about the job or the inquiry, the opportunity relating to that company. Transactions, these are quotes, orders, invoices, credit notes, supplier orders, and also contracts. We can track customer contracts. Not many other CRM systems can do that. So in your business, do you have contracts, maintenance contracts, support contracts with your customers that you need to maintain in the system? Workbooks can do that. A couple more tabs for you. Cases, these are support issues, so any customer complaint issue can be logged there, displayed there, And again, when you click on those, it will pop up another window showing you more information about those cases. And finally, marketing campaigns. What marketing activities has this company been selected for, and what's their status on this? So there's a quick run through of the interface in workbooks and typically what these records look like. I'm now just going to clear up my desktop, and what I'm going to take you through now is how do you go about importing data. Now this is just a basic overview of the import process. It's very straightforward. There's lots of resources there. My company can assist you. We can if you don't want to do it yourself, we can do it for you. If you let us know what you want doing, we can do the job for you. But for this little demo, I'm going to import a very simple file here. So this is in Excel. This is a file here of 3 individuals I want to upload into Workbooks. So this is typically what you might have. And in row number 1, we've got some labels about what that column of data is all about: last name, phone number, postcode, job function, and so on. So that's what I'm going to import into Workbooks here. So to start the process off, I go to my Start button, and there's my import feature there, import option. I click on that, and then up comes this import landing page, which will show me all the previous imports I've done. Well, this being a demo system, I haven't done any. But importantly, down the left-hand side here, these are all of the parts of Workbooks that you can import into. Now, most of the time, it's going to be people and companies. Or you may have an Excel spreadsheet that has both information of people and their company names and company addresses and turnover information, so that might be combined as well. But you can see down here, there's lots of other areas. If you've got existing activities that you want to import in, or orders that you've done, or marketing stuff, or campaigns, you can import all of that information into Workbooks. For the purpose of this demonstration, as I showed you just a while ago, we had a record of 3 people. So I'm going to select people here. This will be the focus of my import to import these people into Workbooks. And I've just got a few screens now to complete, to explain to Workbooks where is this data, how is it going to be mapped to Workbooks, any fancy things I want to do to the data before it's uploaded into the system, and so on. So step number 1, I choose my files. This is where I'm going into now my test CSV file. There it is there. And after selecting that, I click next to go to the second stage. So this is now just confirming the import here. I can actually preview, do a bit of a sanity check here on what that file is. There it is again, as we saw it in Excel. What you're looking for here is making sure that we've got the right data in the right column. So the telephone number column just has telephone numbers. If there's a city column, it's just got names of towns and cities, for example, and nothing else that's sort of slipped into an inappropriate column there. I click next. Now this is a very important screen. This is the field mapping screen. So basically here I've got 3 columns. On the left-hand side, my central area here on the right-hand side. If I start off in the middle here, these are the field mappings. So this is where the source data, those columns as we saw them in Excel, and what Workbooks refers to them as, so the entity and the field name within that entity, within that part of Workbooks. So we're importing into the person part of Workbooks, the people part of Workbooks. So because I had some column names that were closely matching how Workbooks stores them, it's automatically found a home to go to, do you see? But there's one that's been left out on its own. Workbooks couldn't find an appropriate match for job function. Over on the right-hand side, here, these are all of the parts of workbooks that we can import into, and any of your user-defined, any of your custom fields will appear there as well. So if I scroll down here, so job role would be quite an appropriate thing to put job function into. So all I do, quite simple, I click on job function, up pops another window. Just ask me now, where do I want to match that to, map it to? So obviously we're focusing on a person type import. So my drop down list here of fields to map that to in alphabetical order, there they all are there. And there's a built-in field in workbooks called job role. Some other options there as well. Save and close, job done. That's added to my field mappings. Now, next. This is, again, quite an important feature of the workbooks import. So maybe you're importing some data that exists already in workbooks. So we can do a duplicate detection here, or we could append extra information. Maybe every month you get updates to existing records. Maybe you're subscribing to Dun & Bradstreet or Experian or Lead Forensics or some other source of data and leads. So we can append extra information rather than overwriting, creating duplicate records. We're preventing that. We can also do check the contents again of the uploaded file. Click next. We're nearly there, and we now run the import. We're ready to go. Now the nice thing about the import is that it will import the data, but only you can see it. None of your other, if you've got other people using workbooks, they won't see it until you approve of the data. So basically on this final screen here, workbooks will alert us to any errors or warnings or inappropriate matching of data or things it couldn't find, but any errors basically, which you could go back to, and you could then redo the import. You don't need to delete stuff. You just redo it. So that's been done now. I can close. If I just again close down all of my screens there, just to refresh that display. And one of the contacts I imported was somebody called Irene. So I do a little search for Irene there. Click on the magnifying glass. There's Irene's record. And there she is. The fields, obviously I didn't have too many fields to populate there, but you get the idea. Very straightforward, didn't take a lot of time, and that approval process. So if you get something wrong, you can redo it. So that's a quick run through of the import process. What I'd like to do now is just finalize by going through pricing before we go into our Q&A session this morning. So just a quick overview of the pricing. You have an annual subscription with workbooks. There's the two different editions there. $228 per user plus VAT, $228 per user per year for CRM edition. And then business edition does everything that CRM does, plus the ability to create orders, invoices, credit notes. That's 504. There are some other add-on options. A very popular one is the Outlook integration to allow you to share your emails, your calendar, your tasks and contacts in a bi-directional way. That's an extra £48 per user per annum. And again, there's a few other add-ons there as well. Finally, budget for any assistance. Do you need any help in getting this up and running? It's not difficult, but if you don't have the time, you don't want to do it yourself, we are experts at doing this. We've done it hundreds and hundreds of times before. We know what we're doing. No disrespect to yourselves. We can assist you. Or maybe we can train you on how you set your own system up. A lot of our clients adopt that approach where we do a train the trainer type approach. So we show you how to create fields, how to do the imports, how to create reports, how to set up the integration to your website and do the marketing activity as well. So lots of options there. Once we have an opportunity of speaking with you more directly, we can give you appropriate costings on that. Right, we've come to that point in the session. Just over half an hour we've done, and if you've got any questions, please type those into the question section of your meeting control panel. let me just answer the first question. So from Kerry, what if you've got duplicate company names? Well, you do have that duplicate option there, which I explained in the import process to detect those duplicates on import. Or if you've got, if I can understand you right, if you've got maybe an Excel spreadsheet and you've got people in there and you've got lots of people that work at the same company, so you've got those duplicate company names. Again, that can be done in the import. You have like a two-stage to the import. You're importing the company, and then finally you're importing and adding the people to the company. So there's just one, basically you end up with one record of the company, not multiple. Next question from Leon, can you export to Excel? Yes, you can, CSV or Excel built in. Right, I don't think there's any more questions. As I say, this session has been recorded. If you're watching it on YouTube, please register for our future live sessions. Hopefully catch up with you next week where we'll focus on a different CRM topic. I hope this has been of value to you. Please, if you want a more detailed presentation, contact me, Tim Wilmot, our company, Wizard Systems, website wizard-systems.com or .co.uk, and there's my phone number as well. So thanks very much for your time this morning and have a good day. We hopefully hear from you soon. Thank you very much indeed. Bye-bye.